This is a short tutorial to help you edit your Chromebook cart web pages so that your teachers will know what dates are reserved and what dates are open. The first thing you're going to do is go to the Effingham Schools website, just like you normally would, to edit your classroom page. You're going to go up to the top for username. You're going to type in your district username. And then you're also going to type in your district password. And then when you hit enter, you should see the page just like you normally would. You're going to go to the site manager. And it's going to pull up a page similar to this. Yours won't look quite like mine because I have access to all of the school web pages. So you will probably see your website page. If you have a club, your club page. If you are a coach for a sport, your sports page. And then also you will probably see either intranet or resource reservations. I'm not really sure if you'll have access to the whole intranet or just the one page, but regardless, you'll either click on intranet or resource reservations. If you have intranet, when you click on intranet, it's going to take you to this page where you will click on resource reservations. And then this is the resource reservations page. You will not see all of these pages. Most of you will see the 702 lab, the 6th grade lab, the 702 lab, the 6th grade lab, the SPED Chromebooks, the 7th grade, and the 8th grade. The 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teachers will not have access to the SPED Chromebook page, so you probably will not see that one. Once you're on this page, you're going to pick your particular grade level's Chromebook page, and I'm going to go just to 8th grade. When you open the 8th grade page, it's going to give you two options that you will really be your only focus. The first one is the resource reservations, which should already be set in there. If there's something that you want to add to that page, then you can. You will just click on this particular bar and it will take you to that page. But the one you're going to be focused on is the second bar, which will say whatever your grade level is, Chromebooks. So you're going to double click that, and it's going to bring you to the calendar. And as you can see right now, there's not a whole lot there because it's on July. So you'll go up here and you're going to go to August 1st, and you're going to notice that there isn't very much, and that there are different boxes or whatever that are different colors. The ones you want to look for are the ones that have your Chromebook listed, like 8th grade, and it will also be tan. So you want to tell the teachers to look for the tan color. The tan color will generally tell them that it is available. So for this particular page, you're going to go up to the rosters. You will get emails every time that somebody signs up for a Chromebook. So you could always make a list and just write them down. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go to the roster page. And this is going to list every single date that the Chromebook is available for your teachers to sign up for. You'll notice that on the 27th of August, someone is already registered. I went ahead and had Glenn register for one day so I could show you how to do this. You can go over here to view, and it will show you that Glenn is registered. It will also list everybody that has waitlisted. So if for some reason he were to cancel and Miss Kane wanted it after him, her name would be listed right after. And if he canceled, then it would automatically go to Haley, and then she would receive an email that says that she has been registered for the Chromebooks. You can also, if you wanted to, delete for them. I would not do this simply for the fact that if they delete it, then they hopefully know that they deleted it. And I would hate to delete something and then find out later that I deleted the wrong day, or maybe they forgot that I deleted it and they didn't realize it, and then they don't have the Chromebook. So it's just better to have the teachers delete things for themselves. It's also better if they register for themselves. I was registering for some people at the beginning of last year, and I found out that it was very difficult for me to keep up with who had what when. So I would look at the date and see that I was registered for it, but I couldn't remember why I registered, and I'd registered for somebody else, and then they had forgotten, and it kind of just became a big mess. So it's always best for the teachers to register for themselves, and I will make a tutorial for them as well. So I'm going to click out of this. I'm going to go back up to the top bar, and I'm going to go back to the calendar. And I'm going to scroll down to the 27th, which was the date that Glenn had signed up for. So I'm going to double click on this box, and another box is going to pop up that looks like this. You really don't have to worry about anything on this page except this part where it says category. When you click on category, you're going to scroll down. I have to do mine quick. And you're going to go to reservation taken. Now, I will say one thing. I find that it works better with Firefox on this particular website than it does with Google. When I do Google on this particular page, it does not give me the scroll bar. So when I start scrolling down with my arrow keys, sometimes it will only let me go a certain amount. But this allows me to do this scroll bar. So this scroll bar that comes with Firefox is very helpful. So in order to show that the reservation has been taken, you have to click on reservation taken. So originally it said staff. And now when the reservation is taken, you're going to want it to say reservation taken. And then you're just going to save. And then once you do that, it's going to be this blackish gray color. And then when a teacher goes to sign up for a Chromebook, they will see that this is not available. So that just helps them out. Once you have done that, you're pretty much done. I don't usually use the event queue or the event categories. The only two things that I'm ever concerned about on these calendar pages is the actual calendar and the roster, and then of course clicking on the particular date. And always remember that you always have to change. Sometimes you have to change it, and then if you go off, it'll come back and it'll still be on the original date. So sometimes that can kind of be a pain, but you also will see that these are all the dates that are available. Again, they are tan, and if you want to edit one of them, you just double click on it. Now, I'm going to show you how to sign up for a particular date. If you want to sign up for a date, you don't do it through the site manager. You're still going to go through the intranet. You do need to be on the Effingham County Middle School page though. Once you're on Effingham County Middle School, you're going to go to intranet, and then you're going to go to resource reservations. These are all of the dates that or all of the carts that I am able to sign up for. So I'm going to go back to 8th grade because this is pretty important. I'm going to go to August. And I'm going to see that the 27th is taken. But I'm going to click on it anyway. And I'm going to notice when I click on it, it's going to say that it's already been registered and I can join a waiting list. Now, if you are not able to make your reservation, if somebody takes a reservation and you're not able to change the coloring in time, they will still see that they will be joining a waiting list because it will say join a waiting list instead of make a reservation. So whenever I click join the waiting list, take a minute, it's going to tell me that I am on the waiting list. And I should also receive an email that says that I am on the waiting list. So hopefully the teachers will read the emails and see that if they make a mistake, if you haven't had a chance to turn the color black yet, that they will see that they are waiting list or they waitlisted, not registered. All right, so I'm going to also go back and do another date. Again, I have to go back to August, and I'm going to sign up for the 26th. So when I double click, it's going to tell me to register. You'll see that it says register instead of join a waiting list. So that should tell the teachers that it's theirs. Once they do that, they're going to double click, and then click register now. And you should then receive an email. In fact, Jessica right now should be getting an email that says that I have registered for Chromebook. Now, let's say later I decide I don't want that particular Chromebook. And this is where you go and delete. And sometimes the teachers forget this. There's something called My Events. And when you click on My Events, it's going to show everything that I have signed up for. So if I decide that I do not want to be waitlisted for the 8th grade, then I will just say remove. And then I will say, yes, I want to remove the reservation. And then I'm no longer there. And if I decide I don't want the 26th, I'm just going to remove myself. And then it's going to say, yes, you don't have any registered events. So that is how they delete. You don't have to delete for them. And that is located right here under My Events. And it doesn't have to be on any particular month to go to those events. They will show every event that they've ever registered for that's still in effect. And then I will show you the emails real quick. You'll notice right here I have 4 emails. It tells me one that I've done a wait list. And then I've got one that says I have registered. And then I have 2 more that say that I have deleted. So if they ever forget that they deleted, they can just go back and look at their emails and they'll see where they deleted and the date that they deleted themselves on. And that is all. If you need any help, please don't have a problem contacting me. Thanks.